Let me tell you how I got all these ebooks for free. Hi wonderful people, and welcome back to my channel, Book Craze with Giselle. How are you going? What's up? What's the scene? I hope everyone is staying well. If you are new here and you enjoy reading romance books and you like bookish content, that is what my channel is about. Today I am going to do my first ever book haul, y'all. And the thing is, I got these books for free. No, I did not borrow them from Kindle Unlimited. No, I did not go on any illegal website. I got them absolutely free. So if you want to know how I got these books that I am going to share in my book haul, then keep watching. So when I started my channel, I decided that I would follow my favorite authors, just to keep abreast of their book releases, their new books, their re-releases of books, as well as any projects that they might be working on. And I follow them on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And when I started to do this, let me tell you, I felt as though I arrived in book heaven. And I am so thankful for starting this book community journey. So with that being said, let me tell you how I got all these ebooks for free. I realized that authors, they drop a link or they do a post advertising their free books. They may be celebrating their book anniversary or a book birthday, or they might have like a freebie Friday or some type of freebie book where they would post the first book in their series or in their duet for free. And this is how I got these books. Like, it's that simple. So I get to test out new authors, and obviously if I really enjoy their books, then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go online and buy the books, because I know their writing style now. I know that I like what I've read in that free book. So let me show you how I find these books. So what you'll be seeing on your screen is a book that Kita Kendrick dropped. She posted this on Friday on Facebook, and when I saw it, I'm like, oh my god, I read that book, but I read it on Kindle Unlimited, so I basically borrowed that book. But now because she dropped this, I got a copy that I will have in my library forever. So when I saw this post, I literally just clicked on the link, and that is all. I clicked on the link, it sent me to Amazon, and once I got there on Amazon, I bought it for free. However, when you saw this, I had already gotten it, so that is why the screen looks like this. But I do have one where I got it on Instagram, one that I did not buy for $0. It was literally $0. So I will show you how I got the one on Instagram. So this is a post that was dropped, and you're seeing the author there. This is their post where they talk about how you can simply get hashtag. You see the hashtag there, right? Free books. It's telling you about the books. I'm like, okay, let me get this book. But because in Instagram you can't like directly click on the link in the body, what I did was type in her name, and it took me to Amazon, and I basically looked for the Kindle edition, and there you see buying now for free, and all I did was click on that link. Now some of these books are only for a certain period of time. So for instance, you saw in the previous clip where Kita Kendrick, her book was only up for 2 to 3 days, and that was it. Afterwards you'll have to buy it. Some other links may be up for longer. Some books would be maybe permanently free. I don't know those books, but what I tend to do is just look out for authors when they drop their books. Like, it's always interesting just to find their next book. I got all of them this week. I was able to get 28 ebooks over the period of 3 weeks. I have all of them in my Kindle library waiting for me to enjoy. Like sometimes you just want to have books in your library because you just want to reread them, right? And I love just having a collection of books. So let me tell you some of the books that I got for free. So you already saw from the clip that I got Kita Kendrick, Roots of the Wicked. I have read that book. I love that book. It's an interracial romance. I also got J.J. McAvoy, The Princess Bride. I love J.J. McAvoy's writing style and I'm super excited to read this. It is another interracial romance. So this book is about a playboy prince who is in desperate need of money and an American heiress who will only get her inheritance if she marries or when she marries. So I'm wondering how that dynamic is going to work. So I want to read that book. I also got 2 books written by Vivian Wood, and it is The Wicked Prince and The Sinful Boss. I am more interested in reading The Wicked Prince. This book is about a crowned prince of Denmark, and for him, like, duty and honor comes first, and he meets this outrageous, gorgeous, rebellious woman. However, he discovered that she's a journalist, and journalists and reporters have made his life a living hell, but he is seriously attracted to her. So I'm really excited to read The Wicked Prince. I also got Ellie Kennedy's The Deal. I can't remember if I found it on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram. Honestly, I can't remember, but I know like this book is a very popular sports romance book that takes place in college. So I have had this book on my TBR for a while, but it's like there's just so much good books to read. I have no idea why I have not read it. It has been like on my TBR for years, like seriously 4 years, and now I've gotten a free copy, so that means I have to read it now. When I downloaded this next book that I'm going to talk about, I had no idea what this book was about, to be honest. I just like, oh, it's free, yo. I think I got this one on Facebook, and it is called Let Me Be Your Motivation, and it's written by Tate Monet, and it's basically where this woman, she's storming another woman's wedding. In the synopsis, the first 3 sentences is what hooked me and had me like really excited to read this book. So it says, how do you deal with another woman coming to your wedding and confessing she's already married to your fiance and carrying his child? Like, you know, I like a lot of books with drama, and I love that excitement that I get when I read books like this. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to read it. So I found 2 books written by Kennedy Fox, and one is entitled This Is War. It is the first book in the Checkmate duet. And I also found Make Me Crazy as well. And I'm like, which one should I try first? And I think I'm going to go with the duet. So in the duet, the first book is free, but you have to purchase the second one. So obviously you know how that is going to go. I like the first book, I reach for the second one. Like, that is just how it is. So This Is War is basically about this girl. She has been slightly bullied by her brother's best friend. However, she's always had a crush on him. And now that she's in college, things are a bit different now. And I guess this is war, right? So I definitely want to read that one. I have not read a college romance in a while, so I think when I get that vibes to read one, this is going to be the first one that I read, because it's already in my library and I got it for free. I didn't have to pay for it, so I will read it. In this haul, I have a book written by Carrie Ann Ryan, and it's Delicate Ink. And then I have Emily Goodwin, Cheat Codes. Cheat Codes is basically about this guy who has always had a crush on his best friend's younger sister, and he always knew that she has been off limits. However, a night presents itself where they may have or they're going to have a one-night stand, and he was like, you know what, to hell with that, you know, let me go. It's just going to be one night. What is it going to hurt? So it sounds good, and I want to read it. And And then, so Delicate Ink, it is a BDSM erotica. The heroine, she lost the love of her life and she has been having difficulties overcoming that, and she meets someone new. However, she doesn't know how to deal with that. Both of these books, Cheat Codes and Delicate Ink, they are book 1 in a series. So again, I guess this is why some of these books are free, right? They give you a taste of what is to come. If you like it, you buy it. When I saw this post from V Carter on Instagram, I was like, oh, I have to get this. I have to get this. Like, I just don't care. I need to get this. And it is Vicious by V Carter. And if you have been following my videos, you would know that I thoroughly enjoyed Mafia Prince and Mafia King. Those mafia romances were superb. Like, I really enjoyed it. So when I saw Vicious, and it is book 1 in the Wild Irish, I'm like, had to have something inside there that will be mafia related, organized crime related. And you know, I have a weakness for that. You know that. You know Giselle have a weakness for that. So what would Giselle do? Not get it? I downloaded as well Complicate Me by Isabel Jordan and Rika, written by Cheryl Douglas. And I was surprised that I was able to get Victoria Ashley first 3 books in the Walk of Shame series. And you know, one of those books are on my TBR, and I didn't even realize that. Like, I saw the book, and at that point in time, Victoria Ashley did not put her post up for these 3 books. So I saw it after, and I'm like, oh, Giselle. And you know, again, you read the first book, you love it, you go into the others. So I have the first 3 books that I got for free in the Walk of Shame series. So I'm going to read those books. And again, also book 1 is about this guy who's a sex addict, and you take it or you leave it, and that is it. When I read the synopsis, the first few lines of it, I was like, oh my god, I need to read it. And now I have a copy in my library. Another exciting book that I got was written by Jade Pain, and it is Mafia Shotgun Wedding. And in this book, the hero is talking about the fact that this woman was never meant to be his. He sees her for the first time at her wedding, and what does he do? He kills the groom and shoots the father and takes her. Like, Giselle. I like these crazy stories. Oh my god, well, not crazy, but just seriously entertaining, enjoyable, relaxing. That is how I laugh, that is how I scream, and that is how I have my fun. I have in this collection Anything for You, written by Lila Hagen, as well as Callie Phillips, Dare to Resist, as well as Unforgettable by Melanie Hallow. Then I got a box set containing 4 books written by Scott Wilder, and it is part of the Alpha Passion series. And the 4 books in this gift set are Good Guy Gone Bad, One Day in Vegas, Temptations, and Kitchen Heat. So that, look at that, 4 books on one link. I also have Tempt Me by S.E. Lund, as well as Set the Night on Fire by Jennifer Bernard, and it's actually book 1 in the Jupiter Point series. And in this book, the hero has a bad name, like something happened and he went away for a while, and now he is actually returning now to Jupiter Point as a firefighter, and he's going to take charge of a particular team, the Jupiter Point Hotshot Fire Crew. I am really interested in reading this because I am curious as to know what happened in Jupiter Point, why he left, and now that he's returning, he probably has some type of love interest in Jupiter Point, and maybe something went bad, and now he's returning, the big man, the man in charge, and regardless of whatever happened in his past, he probably has this bad reputation, and maybe things, I don't know. I just know that I want to read this, and most of these authors in this book haul, I've never read a book from them. I've probably read a book maybe from 3, so I know what to expect, but the others, I have no idea, none whatsoever. And Laureline Page, Man on Top. So this is a prequel to the Man in Charge duet, and we are having a trend in where the first book or the prequel or the first book in the duet, the first book in the series may be free on Kindle. And sometimes again, these authors, when they're about to release a book to, you know, to hype persons up, they might just, you know, drop a link on their social media accounts. So thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment, and hit that notification bell so you will know every time I post a video.